Well, here we are again on Saturday, October 7th. Had to think for a minute. And we're going to talk about the book today. And the book today is What's Your Why? And I got it right this time. What's your why? And you have to know what your why is. Why did you join? Why do you stay? Why do you continue on this journey? There's so many questions. It's like a reporter. Who, what, when, where, why? Who, what, where, when, and why. Yeah, there you go. So you want to never forget what your why was. My why, I brought it up at the meeting. I always thought that I'll never get to 300 pounds. You know, I was watching this show called Ruby that was on Lifetime, and she weighed like 600 pounds. I know there's a show on now, My 600-Pound Life, but I haven't seen it. But I always thought, how can anybody get that big? You know, how could anyone want to get that big? And I just know that I would never hit 300. And then when I got on the scale and I weighed 304 and a half, I thought, oh my gosh, I got to go on. So that's one of my whys. Another why is my sister Sue passed away from a lot of health issues that run in my family. My sister Mary's going through a lot of health issues right now. And I just thought, you know, why not? Why not now? This is the time. I have to get healthier. I can't be letting things, you know, I have high blood pressure. I have gout, so I have to take medication for that. And my family has a history of heart disease, has a history of cancer. My father died of cirrhosis. We have a history of alcoholism in my family. And, you know, all families have medical histories that aren't the best. It's just, and I really do believe with all the preservatives we have in foods nowadays that we tend to have more health issues because we're putting artificial ingredients into our bodies. And I'm just as guilty as the next person. I'm trying to get away from that by eating healthier foods. I'm trying to eat more fresh produce, fresh fruits, not so much processed foods. It's hard to get away from completely not eating processed foods. I'm not saying it can't be done, but in my life it can't be done. You're going to still have your condiments are processed and things like that, your salad dressings. You can, you know, there's ways you can get around it, but at this point I'm really not, you know, like I like my salad dressings. I know I could squeeze lemon or, you know, put natural olive oil or things like that on my salads, but baby steps. That's what they say, baby steps, and that's what I'm doing. So you gotta always ask yourself, what is your why? And, you know, think to yourself, what is your why? And in the book, they said, what is your why? It's probably more than just a number. I want to lose 25 pounds, or I want to go down a few sizes. Everybody wants to lose a few pounds. Everybody wants to go a few sizes down, but you have to think a positive intention and what you intend to do with that positive intention. My positive intention is to eat healthy, to exercise more, and just know that I'm put here on earth for a purpose. And it's not to have people take care of me, it's for me to take care of people. And I try to find that out. So you want to find your why, you want to go deep into your heart, and you want to figure out what's more important. Is the number on the scale more important to you, or the fact that you're losing weight and you feel good? My daughter didn't have a loss today. She went there today thinking she was going to have a loss. She was all gung-ho, and she had a gain, and she wanted to cry. She just wanted to cry. She knew she had been good the whole week, and her body just, you know, reacted that way. I believe, and I know that, you know, like scales are no different, but I do believe that she goes to a different meeting, and I think that the scales are calibrated just a little bit different. You know, maybe that's just wishful thinking on my part. Maybe I was just saying it to encourage her more, but I truly believe that, you know, I weigh different at the scale at Weight Watchers than I do on my scale at home. I kind of gauge how I go, you know, like it's still going to show the same amount of weight you lost, but she doesn't have a scale at home that she weighs on. She said that that wouldn't work for her. So she just strictly weighs on the scale at Weight Watchers. My scale at home, I can get on it, go to the meeting, and I'm going to weigh 2 pounds more. I can wear exactly what I'm going to wear at the meeting, and I'll weigh myself, get in my car, drive there, which is a 5-minute drive, get on their scale, and I'm 2 pounds more. So, you know, you just don't worry about the number, is I guess my point. How you feel, how you're looking, how you're moving, that's the difference. You want to find out what? I lost my train of thought. It's easy to do. You want to be specific and detailed and visual your why. You want to visualize how you look. I don't think I look as big as I am. In my mind, I'm overweight. But when I see a picture of myself, I'm fat. So there's a difference between being overweight and being fat. I like to go with the vision in my mind of how I look. So as I'm losing weight, I'm visualizing that I'm looking smaller. You may not see it, but I see it in my mind, and that's all that I need to keep me going. So you want to think of different things, not so much the number on the scale. You want to think, I want to be healthy. You don't want to say, well, I want to lose weight, I want to be healthy. You can say, instead of saying, oh, well, I want to be healthy, I want to be healthy enough that I can take that flight of stairs rather than taking the elevator, rather than taking the escalator to the next floor. Obviously, you're not going to climb up 20 flights of stairs, but if you're only going from the first floor to the second floor at a store, and if there's a staircase available, you'd be better off taking the staircase. Practice what you preach, Sandy. Practice what you preach. Maybe you want to have a photo image, like I said, of yourself, of how you're going to look when you're thinner. I am thin from here up. I appear to be thin, but let me stand up and just show you. I am big. Back up here. I'm not having much luck here. But see, I'm big here. I got a big butt, and I got a big stomach, and I'm big in here. But that's not going to stop me from thinking that I'm thin. And I just know that once I lose some more weight down here, I'll feel a lot better about myself. But you want to think too, you want to be healthy for everybody around you. You don't want to be just healthy for yourself. So here's some quick things of why you can define your why. So answer these questions really quickly. Why do you want to lose weight? Well, I want to lose weight that I can go into any store and see something that I like. When I see something on a mannequin that's cute, I want to be able to find it in my size and be able to put it on. No, you're not even put it on. Be able to take it home, not have to go into the fitting room and have to try it on to make sure that, oh, on this store I wear a size 18, in this store I wear a size 20. Over here I take a 22. I want to just know, hey, you know what? I take a size 16. Pick it up, bring it home, and I wear it. That's my goal. The second one is, what does that look like to you? What would be different? It would be different, like I said. I could just pick something off the rack and bring it home, and I could wear it. Now take your time to answer this. Why do you want to lose weight? I want to lose weight because I want to be around a lot longer than I plan on. No, I want to be around a lot longer because I want to be healthier. I want to see all my grandchildren get married, have babies themselves. I want to be a great grandma. And my youngest grandchild is 5. So like that's 20 years. And he'll be 25. And by then, hopefully he'll find a love of his life and they'll have a baby and I'll be a great grandma. That's my goal. I mean, I could be one sooner than that because David's 16, but that's my goal. I want to see my youngest grandchild have a child. That's my goal. And I can't do that if I'm overweight and I have health issues. So then we're on to the Think Again page. And the Think Again is an unhelpful thought is, life is so crazy that it's hard to stay focused on my goals right now. Everything feels like a challenge. And the helpful thought would be, it's hard to stay focused on my goals when life gets in the way, but reminding myself of why I'm here will help me keep motivated to continue on my journey. That's a good thought. An unhelpful thought is, my why is to get fit. But the helpful thought is, my why is to get fit so I can take hikes with my husband at sunrise and have more energy. I'll have to use my weekly success story to help me remind me of that goal. And that's what you want to do. I so agree with that. And I'm not really a big fan of pork. I like a pork chop, but not like a pork roast or anything like that. So this is a recipe for spicy Thai pork salad. So try to get it so it's not so glary, so you can try it out. But that's our meeting, is what's your why. They also had a couple things that she had brought up is tips to achieve your goal is relax when motivation subsides. It'll make reaching your goal easier. So what she's just saying is like, you set yourself a goal. I set a goal of of just losing weight this week. And I did lose, I'm like 2.9 from my 50-pound goal, which I'm going to hit in October. I've told you that. I'm going to hit that this month. But, you know, I need to sometimes just relax. Don't worry so much about getting to that 50 pounds. Just take a breath. Just know you're going to get, I'm going to get there. It's taking me a while to get there, but, you know, I'm going to get there. You want to make adjustments as you go. I made the major adjustment this week of eating 3 meals. I cannot begin to stress how hard that is for me. It is very, very hard for me. I know everybody tells me I should eat earlier. I have not eaten a breakfast, and I couldn't tell you when. I've worked since 1987, and I worked full time since 1996 on, because my kids were old enough that I could go to work full time at that point. I always had a job where I started very early in the morning. I started at 6 o'clock in the morning. I never ate until I had lunch at 12. So since 1996, at least 1996, I've never eaten before 12. It's just not in me. It's just not. The difference is back then when I wouldn't eat till 12 o'clock, I would eat all the wrong things and I'd eat all day long. Now at least I eat, well now I'm eating 3 meals, but I was just eating the 2 meals and it works for me. But the 3 pounds works better. Using my numbers that I'm allowed, my points that I'm allowed, is what's helping me lose weight, and I know that. Why did you start to lose your weight loss journey? Why did you start on your weight loss journey? I told you. But you always have a good intention, and your intent is to lose weight. Your intent is to be better. But life happens. You've got distractions in life. You have temptations in life. Things are going to happen. You can say, well, I'll eat this, I'll be perfect, and I won't make a mistake. And then you make one little slip, and then you think, oh, it's blown, it's done. I might as well give up. Might as well go back to eating the way I want. Might as well wait till Monday. Might as well wait till I get weighed in next week. This is, what's the point? Well, everybody stumbles, everybody falls. And, of course, I don't want to fall. I don't know if I could get up. But like I said, everybody stumbles, everybody falls, and you're going to have distractions. I love the fact that our leader today, somebody in the meeting said that they joined in February and they've had 3 gains since February. And she says, I think everybody deserves to give them a round of applause. And she says, why? I gained 3 times. She says, but you only gained 3 times. So you got to think of it that way. That, you might have, think of how many weeks she's been going, which she told her. She said, you've been going since February, and this is October, so that's 8 months. So that's 32 weeks. In 32 weeks, you only gained 3 times. So don't think of it as, oh, I gained 3 times. Just think, well, I only gained 3 times. Everybody's going to have you're never going to lose every single week. Unless you're on a starvation diet, you're on an island, and you're on Survivor or something. You're not going to lose every week. It's just who you are. Life gets in the way, and that's just what you're going to have a party, you're going to have a funeral, or you're going to have all kinds of things that are going to cause you to have a reason to go and eat. You have to know what your motivation is. Is what you're doing getting you to where you want to be? All you have to think of it, if I am motivated enough to do this today, will it get me till tomorrow? That's all you got to worry about. Don't worry about a week down the line, a month down the line, a year down the line. Get through the day. That's all you got to do is get through the day. And the only goal you need to do is to tell yourself that my goal is not to quit. I have no intentions of quitting. My goal is to reach my goal of losing weight. And you need to cry sometimes to know your why. There's been many a time that I've cried because I was so overweight and I couldn't do things that I wanted to do. But that's my why. That's why that's my why. What's your why? My why is I want to get healthy. I want to see my great-grandchildren. I want to be at all my significant events of my grandchildren. And I want to be around for my family to take care of them. That's my job. That's my job in life. This is why I was put on earth, to keep my family together as a whole, as one. And if I'm gone, who's going to do it? I always ask that, who's going to do it? So I hope you like the video. Share it if you think it'll help somebody. And I will see you guys next week.